hurt yourself, Emmett.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So you guys play these characters who are incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, but for the most part in the first 4 movies, not so much with the being strong and incredibly powerful. How gratifying was it in this movie to actually get to have some real action scenes to play?
I think it was really exciting. We're both guys who like action films, like really like, and as actors, we like it to do that. It's fun, standing around and doing scenes with a lot of exposition, and it's get a little boring, so you got to amuse yourselves, and then getting a chance to kind of run around, ripping heads off left and right. That's great. We had to do a little bit on Eclipse.
Yeah, a little bit, but we're playing vampires, supernatural creatures. So, I've been very much looking forward to doing a scene like we did in Breaking Dawn, where it's just a lot of vampiric fighting.
And what did you guys actually get to do? How much stunt work was outside of you, and how much were you guys actually in the fray?
Actually, they needed a lot. We have such a large cast, so I don't think, especially in this last one, to have enough stunt doubles to double everyone. So sometimes we would double other people, or just be extras that are blurred out, but you need a body over there. And like Jackson said, we love doing that. We love being in the action. It kind of fuels the day and moves it fast.
It's fun to be in the middle of the fray. It's like I think we all had the option to have stunt doubles do a lot of the heavy lifting, but I can speak for Kellen and I when I say that we wanted to do as much of the stunts as possible ourselves. And I think we did like a large majority. This is one of the first films that I've ever had my stunt double come up to me and be like, "Dude, I'm kind of bored."
Well, did you guys get to have any say in how Emmett and Jasper fought? Like what their style was, how they approached this skirmish?
I think so. Bill was really wonderful about coming to us and talking about our characters with us individually, and for Jasper, I always liked him as a very tactile fighter, very thoughtful, and kind of it's one thing we never really get to explore Jasper's power of influencing emotions, and so one of the things that I like to imagine that in his fighting style is that there's a certain sense of confusion that he would kind of put upon his opponents, and so whenever he's fighting them, it's like he's able to influence their emotions a little bit and make them a little scared or confused, so their movements aren't as sure, that their fighting ability is kind of dumbed down, so to speak. So he's able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I remember back in the first Twilight, Catherine had us training in cat classes for a lot of the characters. So they had to get on all fours because the movement that cats and felines have, they land on all fours. They're very graceful in their movements. Versus my character, who she wanted me to mimic a bear, just be the big, he stands on 2 feet and he's very domineering and he's the protector. So taking those characteristics and the work that we all did with that, for me personally, I love having the bear in the back of my mind when I'm fighting, and he's the juggernaut, so to speak. And when you have this fearlessness because you think you're indestructible, you're just gonna punch through someone's head, you're gonna rip their body apart in an easy little pull and twist. Kind of fearless.
Now, obviously, when something is as successful as this, they're going to be looking for a way to reboot it, spin it off, whatever, as quickly as possible. For each of you, what would a spin-off based around your character look like or feel like?
As far removed from Joey as possible. More like episodes.
The first Joey reference in any of these Twilight interviews.
I tried.
Well played.
I was like, who's Joey in the movie?
But now, for Jasper, I wouldn't really necessarily see like a spin-off in the future. I would like to, if in all honesty, to explore his past. If that were to present itself, I would jump at the opportunity. Jasper has a really amazing history, a backstory, being in from the Civil War and that kind of Western genre. So the Civil War in Texas is very interesting because it was kind of the latter half of the Civil War, and then to inject it with vampires. I'm a Western fanatic, so that'd be really fun.
I think it'd be fun to put Emmett into We Bought a Zoo with Matt Damon. So Emmett has his zoo. He loves his animals and playing with the lion and the bears, and then
just snacking on them every once in a while.
Some guy comes and wants to take the zoo away, and you know, Emmett can't bite him. He wants to, because they're messing with his animals. Some comedy.
And the first We Bought a Zoo reference in these interviews. So
Yes,
thank you.
For breaking entertainment news and more, follow @HitFix on Twitter or visit hitfix.com.